Alright, this is going to be a video on how to fletch your arrows. The previous video was how to wrap them, so I figured fletching would come next. So there's two different kinds of fletching jigs I have here. This one here, the blue one, is a easy fletcher. This one is a boning mono fletcher. I think that's what it's called, but if it's not, don't yell at me about it. Before you start fletching, you should probably know that there's two different ways to, or three if you want to get technical. There's three ways to actually fletch your arrow. My easy fletcher fletches in a right helical. That's when the fletchings are kind of twisted to the right, so it'll make your arrow spin faster. You'll shoot tighter groups, and it's better for your broadheads. This boning mono fletcher has it's got a straight clamp, so it's not going to have the arrow or the fletching twisting any. It's just going to go on straight, but you can offset the angle, so you will have more rotation than just a straight on, perfectly straight fletching. Let's get started off here with actually how to use the fletching jigs. The first one, I'm going to actually fletch one of my good arrows that I just wrapped in my easy fletcher here. So you take the cap off, you can push it up and turn it to the right so that your things will open. I've got three veins here, boning blazer veins. The white one is the odd feather, so it will go in the odd feathered arm, odd colored arm. Slide it in all the way down, and then hopefully you realize that the red ones are just the other two, and they'll go in the other holes. Make sure you got them facing the right way. Then slide in your arrow. Make sure it gets on that knock receiver in the bottom. Once you're here, I think it's a bit tedious. It's aggravating if you ask me, because sometimes I mess up. You're going to take your fletching glue. In this case I'm using Boning Platinum Fletch Tight. Just lay a fine bead in there, because it'll go all over the place if it's not fine, and it will look ugly. And when I say ugly, I mean real ugly. Don't leave spots in there where it's no glue. Make sure you got glue all the way down the whole thing. Yeah, you do that, and yeah, just give me a second here. That's too much on that one, but that's fine. Come on, let's go. Speed up the process is what you're saying, isn't it? Yeah, well, it ain't so fast if you want it done right. Alright, now that you got it all glued up, put the cap back on your glue so the tip don't dry out. You can't put nothing else on there. You're going to pick up your fletching jig and close it back up just the same way you opened it. Give it a squeeze, take your cap, put it over the end of the arrow. You're going to slide that on there. And depending on what kind of glue you're using, you're going to let it sit for a little while. I'm using the Fletch Tight, so I'm going to let it sit for 3 to 5 minutes. So while I'm doing that, while it's waiting, we'll move on to the mono fletcher. I'll show you how to use that on an old arrow that broke off and I slid a knock on for no reason. So let's start off with you have lines along this to tell you where you're putting your fletching. I like to put it on the 3rd or 4th line, and don't drop the fletching through there like that, because then you can't do nothing if it's on the ground. You slide it in so it's like that. I'm using a feather for this one because they're extras. I don't use them anymore. Now that you got that in there, you're going to take your arrow, put it in the knock receiver in the bottom of that, rest it up in the U right here, and then you're going to take your glue. Bet you didn't guess this yet. You take your glue, put a fine bead on the bottom of your fletching, and then once you got a fine bead on there, go and put your cap back on your glue so your tip don't dry out. You're going to put the magnets together, kind of cup that on there, press your arrow down, kind of slide that fletching in, press it down, Press down for a couple seconds. Don't slide it off like that. Oh, this is messed up. Well, you get the point. That's how it's supposed to work. If you take your time, it'll be just fine. If you're doing it so the fletching jig's facing you, not away towards the camera, it's a lot easier. Well, now that you got the point, let's move on to how the rest of this works. Once it's on there good and it's not going to fall off after a couple minutes, undo the clamp and slide it out. Then you can just turn this at the bottom here and you're ready for your next fletching. Slide it in, glue it, put your thing back on, and it's ready to go. Alright, that's how it's done. You do that 3 times, you got it done. There's your fletching on there. That's a feather, orange feather, blue knock. That's the way it works. Happy birthday. You rock, people. That's the boning mono fletcher. Get that out of the way. Now, back to this. Slide the cap off. Push it in and twist it. Pull your arms out. Slide the arrow out. Get rid of the fletching jig. Look at it, see if there's any excess glue you can wipe off. If there is, just wipe it off. It's not going to hurt nothing. The only thing holding the arrow on is underneath of the vein. That's all that really matters, is the stuff under the vein. But it doesn't look like there's too much bad stuff on here. So you tell me in the comment section. Is that a cool looking wrap and vein combination or what? Just passing through, red and white veins, it's beautiful. That's what helical looks like, by the way. Let's see, where do I start? If you like this video, click the like button. That's what people do. Okay, subscribe if you like the video. I got some other stupid stuff on the channel, but hopefully things will get better as time goes on. Thanks for watching this video. If you got this far, I'm proud of you, because it takes real strength to get this far in my videos. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Comment if you like how this looks. Just say, yeah, it's awesome looking. Tell me how awesome it is. And thanks. Thanks for watching, and bye.